Hey guys, the Firebird is here, it's just me. This is my second time recording this video because the first time it got, well, kinda corrupt. The other didn't work, so we're here again. Now, we have some news that are potentially related to Rise of the Beast, and it's a lot to explain here. Now, recently, this Twitter account has popped up, and what's interesting about it is that it has Cybertronian dialogue. In the back of it, if you use a cipher, you can kind of figure out what they're saying. Someone basically managed to decipher it, and it says, "You can read this, you already know we're not alone, something is coming and we need you, join us." And these 3 pieces of dialogues are repeated throughout the whole phrasing here. There's more ciphers that have been kind of shown, which contain different pieces of hidden code or whatever, and people are kind of debating if this is related to Rise of the Beast or if it's something new entirely. We know for a fact that this ARG is related to Transformers. This is an official thing, but they're not gonna say it is. They're not gonna tell us if it's part of the movie, if this is like part of the Transformers Go game. That's the part what we're confused about. But before I go on, I know I just lost some of you guys. What's an ARG? An ARG is an alternate reality game. It's basically a fictional game that takes place in like the movie universe or in like the universe of whatever media you're consuming. So basically a scavenger hunt. They give you clues, they say very big stuff, and it's up to you to figure out the pieces, find secret codes, and it's slowly gonna unlock mysteries and unlock secret info about the movie or whatever you're looking for. So far we know there's 2 accounts involved with all of this. Blazer Focus, which for all intents and purposes he's our tinfoil hat Twitter user, and Rebellion Dynamics, who seems to be the shady company that's using Transformers technology to progress and advance technology and whatever. Your typical evil corporation stuff. Now these came out, I want to say yesterday, and you might be more familiar with this video that has been circling around lately. It's from this user on TikTok, who is the same guy who, is part of this whole ARG in Twitter. Is Laser Focus. In this video, he basically finds this green crater, this green smoke, and you can hear transformation sounds and insect-like noises, which now we know are in reference to an Insecticon. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna play this footage right now. You guys are gonna hear it, listen to what's going on here, and then I'm gonna analyze it. So yeah.
Light on. Ignore that noise. Okay. Go on. Keep back to the carpet.
So yeah, as you guys can hear, there's a transformation sound towards the end, and you also hear some insect noises, some minor insect noises. I didn't personally hear them, but some people do claim to hear them. And there has been more secret codes that have been thrown our way. Some people in the TFW Testify website have actually managed to decipher quite a few of these. Here, this Twitter user basically covers what this secret code over here means. Translation thread of the Herms 9084 images. Possible Transformers ARG. Image 001. The human who uses the name Blazer Focus is getting suspicious of the Insecticon activity near his domicile. We are watching him to ensure his safety and report. So this is from the perspective of the Autobots that are basically communicating with one another, which means that that transformation sound we heard at the end was an Autobot basically trying to cut the transmission, like, stop Laserbot from recording and, filming this Decepticon, the Insecticon. The human Blazer Focus was almost injured while investigating Insecticon activity. He's safe, but he managed to record some video before we could jam his device. He posted his video on the internet. We have reviewed it and did not capture any actual proof. Our operation remains uncompromised and report. The human Blazer Focus has captured sound on his video. His post on the Twitter account BlazerFSP must be removed. The humans cannot know yet. Rebellion is not ready and report. We could not remove the Blazer SP Twitter account. Our timeline has been compromised. Rebellion may need to begin recruiting sooner than we originally expected and report. Now they're talking about timeline being compromised. And they're also talking about Rebellion needing to recruit sooner than what they originally expected. Now, Rebellion, they're obviously talking about the company. About recruitment, I'm not sure what they mean by that. Now, when it comes to the whole recruitment thing, I'm not sure what they mean about that. That could like literally mean anything. But it looks like the Autobots might be working with the Rebellion Dynamics company, or they might have associates there. It's a lot of this is just up in interpretation. We do know that the Autobots do know about the company. We do know that Blazer Focus had a small encounter with the Insecticons. And that's not all. If you go to the Blazer Focus Twitter account, he actually posted coordinates to this place in California, which, if you look at it in Google Maps, you get to see what it appears to be an alien ship. As you guys can see here, you got, you know, this place over here. People on the website have said there are a few tanks nearby. Oh yeah, here, they're around here. They're very small though. And we got like this giant ship just hiding right here. Now, it's very hard to tell what this ship is supposed to be. And before you ask, I do think that this is real. Well, not that there's a giant ship in the California desert, because no, of course not. Companies can actually pay Google Maps to change stuff, to blur stuff, or to add stuff to certain places of the map. So it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, the company that's making the ARG like paid Google Maps to be like, hey, can you add this little thing for a little ARG game to promote the movie? I think that's what's going on here. I don't know if this is like the actual layout of the ship, if this is how this is supposed to look like, or if this is like a big, you know, Photoshop edit or whatever that's just here to hide what's really underneath this thing. As you can see, this is massive because we see some boats over here in the middle of the desert, which is very sus if you ask me. And now people are saying that this might be the dark side from Beast Wars, you know, the Predacon ship. And there are some similarities to it, primarily with the way the wings are. Like, I could easily see this being the dark side. It's just because it's on Google Maps, it's not very well detailed, or it's maybe even blurred, hidden, or like, you know, disformed, so we don't get a clear idea as to what this is supposed to be. I mean, it could be the dark side, but the problem is that the back of it doesn't look like the dark side. It's very circular. So people are saying that that's a clue to this not being the dark side, which, I mean, sure, I gave you that, but at the same time, the Dark of the Moon arc looks nothing like the G1 arc. They could always change the way the, you know, ships are for the movies, and that wouldn't even be the first time they do it. So, yeah, it's kind of weird this year. Now, I said this before, and I'm sorry I'm going all over the place, but people are saying that this might not even be about the movies. We do know that this is about Transformers, because, I mean, the Cybertronian dialogue gave it away, and they've used the word transform in their Twitter account. Like, how much more blatant can you get? And even the Blazer Focus account, if you look at his tweets and replies, you can see that he's following a bunch of Transformers people. Like, you have Laszlo, TF here, you have a bunch of other Transformers based people who are talking here. So it's like he's basically telling us that he's in fact part of all of this. He's also been following a bunch of other people like Secure Team, Elon Musk, you know, people who are all big into alien stuff and talking about weird phenomena. So I think what this is trying to convey is that this guy is kind of a loony conspiracy theorist. I think that's like the persona he's playing. While Rebellion Dynamics is a bit more of a shady company that has Transformers technology, apparently. And this right here, this weird reactor that they're working on, has a strange resemblance to Shatter's little reactor that she used in the Bumblebee movie. A little bit, not too much though. Now, people are saying that this might be just Transformers metal because if you look to where the ship is located, this ship is located in California. Now, what's special about California is that that's actually the place where Niantic, the company that makes Transformers Go and Pokemon Go, are located, San Francisco, California. I know this is not exactly there, San Francisco's a little bit farther away, but it's close enough. Like, this could be a hint that, oh yeah, you know, it's our Transformers Heavy Metal project that we're gonna be, you know, debuting soon. But then, if you look at Rebellion Dynamics' location, it's in Montreal, Canada. The place where we know for a fact they're filming right now, exactly. Montreal, Canada is exactly where they're filming the Transformers Rise of the Beast movie. It has a stronger connection to Rise of the Beast than what I will say Niantic and Transformers Heavy Metal. You see what I mean? That this is very complicated? Like, this could honestly be either or. This could be Transformers Heavy Metal, or this could be the movie, or this could be something else entirely. We just don't know. And don't bother asking the Twitter accounts if this is about the movie or the game, because they're not gonna answer you. The whole point of ARGs is that they're supposed to stay in character. Like, Rebellion Dynamics is supposed to be a company, and Blazer Focus is supposed to be a loony conspiracy theorist. They're not gonna say, oh yeah, by the way guys, this is about the Transformers movie, get excited. No, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna stay in character, so we'll just have to wait for more clues to be dropped to determine as to whether this is gonna be related to the movie. I think it could be related to the movie, because so far we do know that this ARG is, you know, focused on a company based in Canada. It's focused on California, and maybe as we go on, they might expand the search to Peru, Africa, Europe, and other places, because we do know that Transformers Rise of the Beast is going to be like a global type of movie. You know, they're gonna move all around the globe. It's not just gonna be centered around the United States, which is something that I like. But yeah, for now, the story seems to be this guy has been, you know, going around finding alien activity. He's all about conspiracy theorists, and he found an Insecticon. Which Insecticon? We don't know. If this is related to Rise of the Beast, then I'm thinking it's Waspinator. I think he's the obvious choice. He's basically an Insecticon. But if this is about Heavy Metal, then I think it's probably one of the generic Insecticons that you find in the game, because Transformers Heavy Metal has Insecticons, so, you know, him having a close encounter with an Insecticon only to be rescued by an Autobot who was apparently in cahoots with Rebellion Dynamics, or at least is aware of that company, might be a hint to this being part of Heavy Metal. But then again, it's so loose, the connection is so loose, this could be interpreted in so many different ways. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention, because not a lot of people are talking about this. This just came out. Well, we just got made aware of it. These accounts have been here for, I want to say since July. Yeah, since July 2021, which is around the time they started filming. So if they were going to promote the movie, now's the time, you know, with an ARG, to keep us entertained, because the filming is going to take a while. We're not going to see a trailer till probably the end of the year, if not even next year. So having an ARG to keep us busy, fill us up on some details about the story and like the setting of the movie makes sense. So I'm kinda leaning more towards this being a movie ARG. If it's about Transformers Go, it honestly wouldn't surprise me that much. But yeah, if you guys wanna follow up with it, recommend following the Twitter accounts and even this guy on TikTok, as much as it disgusts me to say that. I'm not gonna talk too much about this ARG until we get concrete proof that it's about the movies, because if this is about the game, not interested. Like, I really don't care about Transformers Heavy Metal. I'll probably play it when it comes out, but I'm not interested on that. It's just a Pokemon Go ripoff, and from what I've seen, the game is not even that good. But since I know a lot of you guys are gonna be really interested on this, on my Discord server, which you guys can join, I'm gonna create a new limited time channel exclusively for these ARGs. So if you guys wanna talk about it, if you guys wanna report on some new findings, maybe if you make some findings yourself, you can share them with me first and I'll give you credit for it on my Discord server. Because I can see quite a lot of you guys will be interested on some of these, something like this. Now, an ARG is nothing new for Transformers, because back in the days of 2007, we had an ARG for Transformers as well. It was called the Sector 7 ARG. That's where some of these images come from. You know, early designs for the movie Decepticons. The whole clip of the Mars drone being attacked by Blackout on Mars, it's basically from the ARG itself. That was never made part of the movie. That was a trailer that, you know, we've managed to uncover thanks to the Sector 7 ARG. I think Revenge of the Fallen had an ARG, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I was gonna make a video about it, and I might make one now that we have this going around and we have a lot to talk about and a lot of speculation. Since now we have a lot to talk about and some really interesting speculation to be made. Hopefully this just turns out being good and fun, and not just like another Sombra ARG. And if you played Overwatch and you know what I'm talking about, then you know how ridiculous things got with that ARG. People kept looking at the sky to like look at the constellations and make music that they will play in the game to unlock a secret room, which never happened. Some people waited hours on game for anything to happen, for weird sounds to happen, and like make connections where they were not there. Like, ARGs can either be really fun or they can be really painful and really mind-blowing. So we'll have to wait and see how this particular ARG, you know, turns out. But if you guys want to talk about it, be a part of it, you know, follow the Twitter accounts, go to my Discord, I'll create a section exclusively for it and for those of you guys who are interested in, and let me know. Do you guys think this is about Heavy Metal, the Transformers game, or do you think this is about Rise of the Beast? And if it's about Rise of the Beast, do you think that this means Waspinator just got confirmed? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna be so happy because I really like Waspinator. And what do you think of this ship that's on the desert right now? Do you think it's the Predacon ship, the dark side, or do you think it's something else entirely? Or this could also even be the Terracon ship, you know, the ship that belongs to Scourge and his Terracons. You know, actually, yeah, that could also be a possibility. It could also explain why this doesn't look exactly like the dark side. We have a lot to talk about. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want me to keep talking about this, if this is interesting to you, and all that jazz. I'll make an update to this if we have solid evidence that this is in fact about the movie, because if this is about the game, I'm not interested. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Anyways, guys, before we go, shout out to our amazing patrons: True Blue 712, Stitch Productions, Stephanie Ballard, Christopher Prime, Predator King Hunter Plays, Mario Gordon, Allspark Studios, Scrub Lordo. Also, shout out to our newest Patreon, Epic Nick, and to our even bigger Big Boss patron, Jordan the Great, who donated $100. And to our other even bigger bold Patreon, X23, who donated a amount of money. I leave you guys to wonder how much he did. Anyways, thank you guys for your donation, it's much appreciated. I need the money to be able to feed Squeaker, because Squeaker is a useless platypus who doesn't do much all day. So it falls to me and you. I tip my fedora in gratitude and toast in your honor. If you guys want to donate to my Patreon, links in the description down below. Some of these guys also do some YouTube content, so if you guys wanna check them out, that will be much appreciated. Some of them do Transformer stuff, some of them do non-TF content if you're into that. But be sure to check them out, because you're guaranteed to find at least something cool that's to your liking in one of their channels. I even collab with some of them, Scrubler. But keep in mind that donating is optional, because freedom is the right of all sentient beings. By donating to my Patreon, you get quite a few rewards. You get to see some of my videos early, some of my more longer animated projects. You'll get to see some early sketches and even suggest some things if you want them to. You get to collab with me in some of my videos if you so choose. You just have to let me know. And you can request videos and suggest some video ideas. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal, but just remember, we don't force anyone. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys.